Vayunani Vidvan Yujodhyasmajjuhuranamena Bho Istampena Mavuktim Videma Om Shanti 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 Om Abrahman Brahmana Brahma Varchasi Jayatam Arashre Rajanya Shurashadjo Ati Vyadhi Maharato Jayatam Dogrim Dhenur Vodan Nadvan Asusati Puranjithyosha Jishna Rateshta Sabhe Yuva Asya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam Nikame na Padjanyo na Varshatu Palavatyo na Voshadaya Pachantam Yogakshemo na Kalpretam Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakprana Chakshuhu Totramata Balamindriyani Tasarvani Sarva Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakaroto Anirakaranam Asta Nirakaranam Me Asto Tadhatmani Nirateya Upanisatsu Dharma Te Mai Santa Santa Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Namaste.
Welcome. In the Mahanyasa, we are in a very important stage also, which is Shiva Sankalpaha. So here we say, may mind rest with Shiva, and Shiva's strength, grace, power, etc. be with me, and I become one with Shiva, and Shiva will be one with me, so that I will have a beautiful time as long as I am existent here. Further, also, we will be able to have all these things. So, that's why Shiva Sankalpa. See, Shiva Sankalpas we are doing just after trying to check yourself, trying to make your mind turn into Jyoti, because your mind is important, and Paramatma is also in Jyoti form. As you see, Apatala Nabhasthalanta Bhuvana Brahmandama Vispura Jyotihi. That's a Dhyana sloka in Mahanyasam, that Apatala, right down, deep down into Patala, and going up to the heights and beyond of the sky, Nabhastalanta Bhuvana. Avispuratu, emerging. See, Avispurana is not birth, like any one of us having it. So Avispurana means just emanation, Swayambhu, to be born oneself. So Avishkar. And Jyotihi. So Mano Jyotihi and Spartika Linga Mauli Vilasat Purnendu Vantamrutaihi. Astu Kapla Shokamisamanisam Isham Anisam. So Ishvara is constantly present in us. So that Jyoti Rupa Ishvara and the Jyoti Rupa, our mind, must identify, tally. And therefore, the desire of God, the desire of us must tally. Why? Why should you work for that? So these 36 mantras in this, ultimately, why are you observe? Yaidagum Siva Sankalpagum Sada Adhyayanti Brahmanaha Te Param Moksham Gamishyanti. That is the ultimate promise. See, moksham is bidgade, relief, detachment, to be independent. See, so long you are dependent or somebody dependent on you, your time is not yours. But if you are able to detach and try to be independent, then you have your time at your disposal. It is something like our retirement time. See, all the time, right from 25 up to 55 or 60 or 62, people's time is not their own. because they have got so many aspects to attend to. But ultimately, what is done is you should become free. That's what we call retirement in English. But ಅದನ್ನೇ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಶ್ರಾಂತಿದಾಯಿನಿ. ಸೊ ವಿಶ್ರಾಂತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟು ಅಥವಾ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸು ಕೊಡೋದು ಬೇರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ ಕೊಡೋ ವಿಶ್ರಾಂತಿ ಬೇರೆ. But what is permanent is Parameswari's grant. Parameswara's grant of retirement is what is wanted. That's why Jara Janma Tapta Jana Visranti Dayini. So Visranti, Jara and Janma, these are the two problems that always strike us. So old age and rebirth. Old age and rebirth. So birth means death also. So we are having this kind of cycle. No, we want to get. That's why Param Moksham. Even the moksha also has got layout. Param Moksha means something special, something beyond all these things. So what is our target in life? When we are granted with some span of life and also some spiritual contact with spiritual gurus, they are trying to put you on the track of trying to realize ourselves and rise high ourselves and merge ourselves. That merging is what is called a Siva Sankalpa Mastu. Tattu Siva Sankalpa Me Astu. So what is the Siva Sankalpa is again a quest for us. But we think that Siva is highly stronger, constantly peaceful, constantly in a meditative pose, but he is not ignorant of the things that are going on. That's why you say, Jagrato Dhuramudaiti Sarvam. We have just started itself that, so everything as he is aware, Jagrata Avastha, but so that's possible only for Lord Shiva. So that's why we are repeatedly telling for 36 or 37 times, Tanme Manasiva Sankalpamastu. When so many times we try to effort, because the nature of the mind is to run away from you. You may say that I want to concentrate, I want to meditate, I want to do some puja, I want to do some dhyana, I want to do some such kind of rightful activity strikes our mind. That's why we said, our Sivalinga recited, Agne Naya Supatha Raye Asman. Because Supatha Raye Asman, Supatha Raya Asman, these are the two important keywords. See, Supatha is a righteous path. And what path is righteous to us is to be confirmed to us by Paramatma. And why for that Raye? Ra is to pick up, is to gather, not only the paper notes, rupees, or metal coins. That is not at all that. But what we want to gain is some kind of mental peace, mental satisfaction, and mental elevation. And ultimately you get into that. Therefore, we say, Tanme Manasiva Sankalpamastu. And moreover, in these Siva Sankalpas, we have a great span or a large net thrown to cover so many facts of knowledge, so that we will be able to pick up one or the other and go with it. Therefore, we are in a very wonderful state of making our mind remain peaceful, in a sense that merge in Shiva, because Shiva is always peaceful. As we have seen, Shantam Padmasanastam. So he is a Shanta, being Shanta, peaceful, tranquil mind. He is at a posture. Padmasana is one of the best asanas among the yogasanas. All gods and goddesses are always meditated as sitting in a Padmasanam. So Padmasanasthitam, Lalitambikam, and Padmasanasthitam, Shivam. But you hardly see Vishnu in Padmasanam. Vishnu is always standing. And because he has got to maintain, there's a lot of management power is there for him. He cannot remain. He has to be Prabhil. So you always talk about the avatars to Vishnu more. But Shiva avatars are not there. But Shiva Amshas are there. For example, Anjaneya is taken as Shiva Amsha. So Hamsa Sambhutas are there and avatars are there. So thereby, Vishnu, you observe any time in each Vishnu temple you go and you see Vishnu standing. But only in Bhadrachalam, you see Rama sitting because he has accomplished all that. And not only Rama sitting in Bhadrachalam in Andhra Pradesh temple, because of the prayer by the Bhadra Adri, or Adri is a Mahabhakta. He said, "Oh Rama, I don't want you to be separate from Sita Devi. So you keep Sita in your lap. Then you are with power, with Lakshmi. So that's why Sita Ramam Bhaje." So thereby Lakshmana stood next to him and Sita on his lap. And that's a unique posture or Bhangima of Vishnu available there. But Shiva is always, but Brahma, as you see the photographs, images, Brahma seated on a lotus seat. Because lotus seat is very significant. Because lotus, Padma. So Padma Asana, that's what it is. Say Padma is there even for that kind of posture. Anyway, so this is all we go that. Why I am telling is param moksham gamishyanti. When you are nityam jhayanti yoginaha. See, if you take to yoga, what is yoga? Something different from normal routine. See, yoga, sada, yogarataha, yoga abhyasa, yoga manaha, etc. means something change. The routine is there always. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunancha, samanam. So ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunam is together, going together and all that. Samanam. So, but dharmo hi tesham adhiko viseshaha. What is the demarcating line between man and animal? It is dharma, it is duty, it is execution, and something that will make you really elevated in mind. Therefore, dharmo hi tesham adhiko visesha. Visesha is important. Because without visesha, we are not at all happy. Something special. You wear colored dress, you wear different ornaments, you visit so many places, you visit gardens. Even among gardens, you got a choice. Kabban Park is different, Lal Bagh is different, and Dharmantari Park is different, like that. So, but still, you keep moving and try to educate and tranquilize your mind so that it will have a higher higher light. Therefore, we say, param moksham gamishyanti. Gamishyanti. Observe the word. See, gamishyanti is a future tense in Sanskrit. Gacchati, agacchatu, gamishyati. So these are all the gamishyati means it's a promise. Supposing you do this, you practice it nityam. Every day you spend some time in dhyana. That let your mind be identified, completely merged in the mind of Shiva. Why Shiva? Shantam. Because he is pleasant. Although he is having a lot of work, such a great Lord, as we see, that he was able to consume, take the entire Visham, Kalakuta Visham, poisonous gases filled one, he just took into his chuliki and he just took his hand and arrested there in his throat, he became Nilakantha. Therefore, you find lots of worship and temples built for Nilakantha Shiva rather than Sitikantha Shiva or Lat. Because so it was Sitikantha became Nilakantha. So that's why not talking very much about this Shiva Sankalpam as a part of just introduction. But why Shiva Sankalpa is sandwiched soon after Atmaraksha? See, if you want to protect yourself, you have to protect your mind. You have to guard your mind. And you have got to guide your mind. That's why to guide your mind, you should require an external guide for some time. And on the other hand, you observe, no guru will stay constantly with you. Guru just comes, gives the Upadesha and also the promises that is going to result at, and then goes away, as you have seen perfectly in the Aditya Hridayam. Agastya came when Rama was dull, and he did not come alone. He came along with all gods. God means power. With all kinds of power of gods, he joined. Daivatais Samagamya, and Rama Rama Mahabaho, he complimented him, and then said, Rasmimantam Samudjamtam Devasaranavaskrutam Pujayasva Vivaswantam Bhaskaram Bhuvaneswaram. That is the advice given to Bhaskaram Bhuvaneswaram Pujayasva. You just think of Bhaskara, who is all in all, and they gave the Upadesha and disappeared. Only 16, 17 slokas. There is a real Upadesha or talk by Agastya Maharshi together with all gods in the presence of to Rama and inspiring Rama that he should go back, and this time success is definite. So when Agastya and Devasa came and told him, the sankalpa of Lord Rama was Shiva, because see, Tato Ravanam Drishtva Dhanuradaya Viryavan. Before that, Trirachamya Suchir Bhutva Dhanuradaya Viryavan. So he just took back the bow which he had rested, and he made Achamanam also. You understand? Mini bath. Why mini bath you take it? Because you must become Suchi. The moment you sip water, Akeshava, Narayana, Madhava, finished. You become really worldly also. Madhava is a worldly fellow. That is Ma, Lakshmi, Dhava, Bharta. So he's a Gruhastha. A Gruhastha has got all kinds of authorities, and he will be Asraya for all other ashramas. So Madhavaya, Govinda is trying to put down enemies, Shatrus, and see that peace is being, Dharma is being established. So like that, you see that Shiva Sankalpas have got a great influence upon us. In fact, there are so many gurus who try to look upon the Shiva Sankalpa section, Sukta. Actually, you know, in Sukla Veda, 34th chapter, there are only 6 mantras. But in Mahanyasam, Bodhayana Maharshi has expanded that to 36 slokas. That means that, see, 6 slokas are that has got a different context. See, after Purushamedha, there are 12 sacrifices given to us in Yajurveda. And among 12 sacrifices, the concluding sacrifice is the Pravargya ceremony. Pravargya is the burn in the cauldron they prepare, and soon after 36 to 39 mantras, chapters for Pravargya. And before that, you have got also miscellaneous Upanishadic sense, so that you are merging into the Ishavasya Upanishad. So there, 6 mantras have become now 36 mantras. And whatever it is, number, but here, especially Mahanyasa, because it is called Mahanyasa. Nyasa means deposit. Unless you keep on depositing in bank, in your SB or otherwise, also pay this LIC people your premium regularly and periodically, then only you get Manashanti, because you get plus, your principal plus. So like that, here also, in Shiva Sankalpas, you are not only being maintained in your mental state, mood state, but you are also given the plus benefit. That is Paramoksham. So with this little understanding, why at all we are spending more time with Shiva Sankalpas, we'll go into the core of Shiva Sankalpa, where it is said, for example, in the 4th one, Yat pragnana muta cheto dhutischa yat jyotir antar amrutam prajasu yasmanna rute na kincha na karma kriyate tanme manas Shiva sankalpamastu. So you just spend time upon the concepts. It may belong to sphere of or realm of Vedanta, because Veda is work, Vedanta is reflection. So work and reflection, when joined together, will be a happiness. Mere work, no use. Mere reflection, you cannot make. And work is a base, reflection is the mansion. Therefore, Pragnanam, Chetaha, Dhrutihi, Jyotihi, and Prajasu Amrutam. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ? So what is Amrutam in Prajasu? What is really nectar like? Amruta tarha ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we are all Amrutasya putraha, Amruta bhavema, because we are all Amruta putras, and ultimately what is our goal of activity when the span of life has been granted to us? To become Amrutas, to become immortal. Now immortal sense that we need not return to Bhuloka. There are 14 bhuvanas are there. Bhurloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Janarloka, Taparloka, etc. Out of 14 bhuvanas and 7 lokas, we don't want Bhulokam. Why Bhulokam? Because in Bhuloka, you always the unsettled mind and choice left for us, Dvandvam. You have always two things in that, Sukha, Dukkha, Sita, Ushna, Badha, Nirabadha, etc. So this Dvandva, Piditaha, Janaha, Asmin Loke. In this world, all people are sandwiched between Sukha and Dukkha, Sita and Ushna. So we don't want to be clubbed like that, but we want to be independent, away from these kind of Dvandvas. Therefore, whenever you talk about the Ishvara, we just describe him as Dvandvatito, Nirmatsaraha. See, Dvandvatitaha, of course, Dvandva is also important. That's what Purandaradasa says, Irabeku, Ijabeku, Iddu Irabechu, Purandara Vithalana Smarane Madabeku, anta heltare. And then you have to come into, because you have to have a ground where you can play your place. So, Irabeku and Ijabeku, you have to swim in that. And Jaisabeku, you have to get over that. So these are the 3 stages, and we should not stop at any stage. That's why for that what is we wanted is Pragnanam. Gnana is knowledge. Pragnana is awareness. So awareness of knowledge, utility of knowledge, these are important. You may be a great scholar, but you must have opportunity to share your scholarship and prepare some more people of your rank. That's exactly what is the target of all gurus. No guru can keep quiet. He will be inspiring the students that they can become independent and spread the knowledge. Therefore, Pragnanam. So it is said that Amayantu Brahmacharina Swaha, Vimayantu Brahmacharina Swaha, Pramayantu Brahmacharina Swaha. See, Taittiriya Upanishad talks about this. Let students get admission. Let they become graduates. After graduate, let them go and spread themselves into the entire world. And again, spread the knowledge to one and all that. So this is the kind of process which every guru wants. No guru wants to stay with him for long years, failing in the examination. No use of doing 10 years MBBS or like that. No, you should quickly finish your course and get out. So Pragnanam and Chetaha. Chetaha is the Chaitanya Shakti in us, the activizing energy and that mind thinking. That's why, who is that Chetaha? Paramatmika, Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Chetanetya Bhidiyate. Namastasya, Namastasya. That Chetana is important. And Dhruti is the memory. Dhruti is Dhairyam. Dhruti is the courage. Because if you lose courage, we are done for. We talk about the Ashtalakshmis, and among Ashtalakshmis, if Dhairya is there, other Lakshmis you can acquire. That's why Maharaja once tell, all Lakshmis were departing from him. And when Dhairya also came to king and said, Papa, shall I go? Ma Namaskaram. He fell prostrate to her, say, Amma, if you believing you only and taking support from you only, I can get back all the 7 Lakshmis. But if you go away, I'm done. No, please don't go. So that's why, that's exactly what is Dhrutihi, Dhairyam, memory, intelligence, presence of mind. In English, to just say Dhruti, we have got to use so many explanatory words, Paryasabdas, and Jyotihi. Ultimately, there is a lamp. When once the lamp is there, that lamp is able to dispel all darkness in all corners and make you completely happy, able to locate articles in any direction. That's why Jyoti and Amrutam and immortality, that liquid, ultimately that what they call it as a nectar, English nectar antara, it doesn't matter. There is no translation, good translation for Amrutam at all. So that Amrutam, Umin Prajasu, and Yasmat Narute, Nakinchana Karma Kriyate. All these things are important to do all karmas. Because Krishna said in Gita, Nakopi Tishtati Akarma Krutu. And Karma Kanda and Gnana Kanda. So the Gnana Kanda is really important. Karma Kanda is also important because we have to be practical. Because you have to, that's why Karma Kriyate, you have to do one or the other job. You can't remain mute. That's why Nakopi Tishtati Akarma Krutu. Karma Kurvan, and at least Uchvas and Isvasas also are being done. Therefore, yes, Narute, without it, without all these things, nobody can do any action. Therefore, O Shiva, let your mind, my mind be identified together. So let you deposit your mind in me, I deposit my mind in you. So mind plus mind is equal to 2 mind, means peace. So that's why, again, after having that, I explained, but still I'm recapitulating what has been done because we have got some new people who have joined, enjoying. So for them, this Sadadhyayanti is the condition. Yava goes beko. When should we read this? What time is this? No time. As long as your desire persists, mind works, you are wakeful, you keep on reciting. In fact, when I gave a talk in Hindu University of America, Orlando, long back, from Germany, some lady and a couple had come, and after my talk on Bhagavad, on Gayatri Mantra, that lady asked me a beautiful question, something like, "Sir, for morning 4 to 7 is puja time, and evenings 4 to 7 is puja time. So which is the best time to do Gayatri Japa and like that?" So probably she is a wonderful meditator and yogic person. And so it's a good question. You also try to answer. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening, or puja time. Because the other remaining time is ours. Because you have got to live that samsara and loka vyavahara and loka vyapara. So vyapara, vyavahara, these are all there because we are born. And trigunas are there. So ivala now attend agbeku. We have to attend to all of these things. In that case, we cannot 24 hours spend time for that. That's why that Vyasa Bhagavan said in Mahabharata that if one is able to spend 1,000 years totally for study, then only he will have some mastery over shastras and all that. So that's why here Nakarma Kriyate. And for all that, in the next verse, we got Susharathihi Aswani Vayam Manushyaha Me Niyute Pasubhihi Vajiniva Prutpratishtham Yadacharam Yavishtham Tatme Sankalpamastu. Actually, God does not know anything what you want. And you have to tell gods who are ready to grant you whatever you want. That's why Yajurveda's Brahmana, Satavada Brahmana tells you that always Don't keep on, God knows everything, he will take care of it. Nothing like that. You should tell out your desires loudly sometime whenever you complete your puja. That's what it says. You cannot. And also, in near Hyderabad, there is one Vishnu temple, that is, Balaji temple. I'm not getting the idea. And there it is written, don't close your eyes and make prayer. Normally, when we put our wands and prayer, close our eyes and then make prayer. No, they said, open your eyes, make your desires expressed, which means that you have to be seeing the Paramatma and your mind will be checked and concentration develops. Anyway, here you see that Aswani Vayam Manushyaha, my Manushyaha Vayam. Who are we? We are all Manushyas. Manushya means reflectors, thinkers, scholars, Panditaha Vayam. Manu is the originator for us because Manu means thinking. And that thinking is the place, mind is the place, Chitta. The Sankalpas are related to the mind. Sankalpa is the desire. But when Kalpa is okay, desire, Sankalpa is the unbreakable desire. Then once you start the job, you will definitely not stop it in the middle. You should rather continue it for long until you reach the end of it. So, Vayam Manushyaha and Susarathihi Aswani. Sarathi is the charioteer. Aswani are the horses. Everybody compares the Indriyas to the horses. If one Indriya is silent, other Indriya will be virulent, active. You cannot suspend the activity of all Indriyas. Even when you go into sleep, the Antahkaranas will be working. Therefore, Aswani means the Indriyas, and Sarathi, you must direct and must control all that. And Vajini va. So just like the Vajini is again horse, which will provide you gifts, which will provide you comfort, which will take you distances, which will make you happy by taking to the places wherever. That's why cow and horse, they are the first in creations. In Aitareya Upanishad, which you are going to see on Sunday, on Friday, Paramatma first after all gods and all that, when the hunger and thirst asked, what about our location in the human body? Where are we to do? How are we to get? All the Agni Vayu, they have occupied the human body locations inside. Then where are we? So to quench the demand of thirst and hunger, he created a cow. Then both of them said, no, I am not satisfied with cow. Then he created the horse. Then again they said, no. So when they said, no, we are not, that's not enough for us. Ultimately, the Paramatma said, I will make you the sharer of the oblations given to all gods with you, so that whatever has been offered to the Parama, to the Agni, Vayu, Surya, etc., that will be shared by them to you, so that you can be happy. Therefore, what is Ahuti, what is Naivedya becomes Prasada for everybody. So, Sarathi Aswani Vayam Manushyanme Pasubhi. And moreover, Hrut Pratishtham Yadacharam Yavishtam Yatu Tat Me Sangso Sankalvast. What is deep settled in my heart? Hrut Pratishtham. And Yada Acharam. Acharam means fickle, not mobile, not moving. Yadacharam. And Yavishtam, that is Sreshtam. So that kind of Sankalpa should be in me, and let that be with me. That's why Hrut Pratishtham, Yadacharam, Yavishtam, Tanme, Siva Sankalpa Mastu. Look at it. So we are just being introduced the characterization of the Sankalpas. What are the desires that you should actually desire? That's again a big question for us. What I should desire? So what you should desire has been given to us in Chamaka Adhyaya by Yajurveda. There are hundreds of desires which are mentioned in 11 Anuvakas. There is Agna Vishnu Sajoshase Mam Vardhantu Angiraha. So Divyaihi Vajaihi. So Divya Vajas, whatever have been enlisted, they should be really divine gifts or divine wants. When you are trying to divinize yourself, your wants also become divine. And gods are always fond of granting divine wants, divinized ones, not cheap wants. See, cheap wants are there, they are automatically coming to us. No, that's why we always make a prayer. Chatusagara Paryantam Go Brahmanebhya Subham Bhavatu. Every Sandhya, every Vatu or every Brahmachari or everybody must say, first of all, having done some puja and meditation and bujapa and all that, so Go and Brahmana. Go is the cattle. Brahmanas are Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Sudra, and plus. All the beings born upon that. But ಏನagbeku andre Go Brahmanebhyaha Subham Bhavatu. Subha is moksham. Subha is prosperity. Subha is Lakshmi. So we are in the Sobhakrit Nama Samvatsaram. We had Subhakritu. Now we have entered into Sobhakritu. Subha is just good. Sobha is the experiencing of the good. That's what is called as Saukhyam. See, na prayachanti in Rudra. Why are you praying Rudra? Saumanastam. So, Namo Bhihi Yachvamahe Saumanasaya Rudram Namo Bhihi. You know that Yachvamahe. Why are you making prayers to Rudra? Why are you worshipping him? Because Saumanasa, if mind is pleasant, the whole world looks pleasant. If mind is agitated, disturbed, otherwise, the whole world will be a nuisance to you. Therefore, the world depends upon your mind status, how you orient your mind, how you set up your mind. That's exactly what is very important. And to set up your mind, scriptures are necessary. Gurus are necessary. When you are familiar with them or friendly with them, you are really on plus side. Therefore, here you have got that mind importantly said. So, other than Acharam, Rutpatishtam, Yavashtam. And Paramatma enters through the sounds. You know, Hrudde se Arjuna Tishtami means, do you see Paramatma entering into your Hridaya Kasha? You cannot see. You need not see. Even if you desire to see how God enters into us, you can't see him. Therefore, in this Kali Yuga, Sankha Chakra Gadadharaha Sakshat Narayanaha Nakadapi Darsanam Pradadati. Narayana will not appear before you with all Sankha, Chakra, Gada, etc. and stand before you as he did for Dhruva. For Dhruva, when he did tapas for only 5 months, and Narayana appeared before him. 5 months, and he is the best tapasvi who in short time got divine grace and divine appearance. Because there was the Guru Narada Guru working all the homework. He went to Kailasa, he went to Brahmaloka, he went to Vishnuluka, Vaikuntha, and urged all these fellows to grant the boons or desire of the small boy Dhruva. And such kind of Dhruva, when Narayana appeared, he was not at all greedy, and he remembered only his mother's advice. He said, Narayana, sit down. Narayana sat down. Then he sat in his lap. And after some time, he got up and said, no, my desire is fulfilled, I'll go to my mother. You go away. Then Narayana was surprised. What is this? Oh boy, what more? I have appeared before you. You asked something more. No, my mother said, Narayana is the father to all people. Why do you bother about mortal father? Fathers will be changing in this world. No father is constant, but only Narayana is our constant father. Go. So my mother said, sit on your lap. I sat on your lap. Done, I'm going. But Narayana is not at all happy not granting anything more to him. So he made all arrangements so that when Dhruva was reaching the outskirts of the city, there was a lot of pomp and luxury and to invite, to welcome him, because Narada did work. So anyway, why I'm telling is, there's Hrut Pratishtham. So Narayana, Paramatma enters through the sounds. Therefore, we say Bhadram Karnebhi Srunayama Devaha. We should always listen to happy sounds, that Jyoti. So Yavishtam Tanme Manas Siva Sankalpamastu. And moreover, what is there settled in Siva? Because Shiva is the Gnana Murti. Shiva is the Dakshina Murti. In fact, people want to perform Dakshina Murti Yagnam. So somebody was telling me that sometime they are planning to have Dakshina Murti Yagnam in Atlanta, in America. So now the land is same for Paramatma, whether here or elsewhere. Entire Bhubhagam, Bhudevi is same everywhere, but because of geographical and other conditions may be different, people living on that. But still, if that Vedic culture, Vedic heritage, Vedic practices, they can always be live in any place in the universe. And otherwise, there will not be any kind of good maintenance. So here, we have got the Paramatma, Shiva, who is a Gnani in the heart, and he remains stable, because achara means stability is important. Stable mind can do a lot of concentrated progressive work. If our mind is not stable, we are always on the road. Fickleness. That's why mind is compared to the monkey. Simple harmonic motion. Gamana gamana seelam manaha. So if you are able to suspend that gamana gamana seelam of our mind, that becomes stable. When you have got a stable mind, you can always go ahead. That's exactly what is meditation. When you meditate means you try to focus entire energy of your mind, and ultimately when you meditate, you get hold of so many good things. Ultimately, you will see Paramatma also. Omkara meditation is there, Mula Mantra Japa is there, etc. And Acharam, Yavishtam, Tanme Manasaha. And the next one, you see, Yasmin Ruchasama Yajugum She, Yasmin Pratishtha Asanabha Vibharaha Yasmikuschittagum Sarvamotam Prajanam Tanme Manas Siva Sankalpamastu. All these assets are for the prajas, are for the better people born upon the world. See, there are ja. Ja is janma. Anybody who has got janma, they are called janma. But janma must be pra. Pra means praseshena, visesha bhuritam, puritam. So when your janma has got some special distinction, special achievement, special elevation, special spiritualization, then we are called as prajas. So all the time you observe prajanam, manushyanam. So ಈ ತರಹ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಅರ್ಥವಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು. Why it is called acharam? They say it because ashwa, the horses will never remain stable. That's why if you park the animals, that parking shed is called as a stable in English, to make the horses stay at one place so that they will be, so the stable, something like garage or pasushala. Pasushala is stable. For horses, different. For elephants. Now look at here, Ruchaha, Sama, Ejum, Si. So Rigveda mantras and Samaveda mantras and Yajurveda. These are the three Trayi Vidya anta heltare. The Vidya means the wisdom. Vidya means knowledge. Vidya means tool, sadhana. Vidya means the goal. Therefore, we have got Chaturdaša Mahavidyas. And among so many Vidyas, Dasha Mahavidyas are there. Chaturdasha Vidyas are there. So, among all those Vidyas, actually Vidya is Upanishad. Therefore, Vidyasu Upanishatsu Yoga Shastre. So we have got Yoga Shastra, Upanishad Vidyasu, and every Upanishad is a Vidya. Vidya is secret knowledge. Therefore, all that Vidya, education, knowledge, awareness, wisdom, etc., is found in Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Yajurveda. Actually, up to one time, the order of the Vedas was like this, because the Shivasankalpas are very ancient ones. Therefore, you observe Rigveda, Amele Samaveda, Amele Yajurveda bandide. But later on, we have got other order as the placement of Samaveda and Yajurveda is changed. Rigvedo Yajurveda Samavedo Atharvanaha Angaischa Sahita Sarve Kalasem Samasritaha. When you make Kalasa Puja in your Devata Puja, or if you not you do it, the Purohit will do Kalasa Puja before he does any other puja next. Because only that Kalasa water has got to be used afterwards, further in the puja procedure. Because what is Kalasa Puja? Kalasa means Ka is water. La is bringing the water, sacred river water elsewhere. And Sha is making it stable. So in order to make the water collected stable, what is wanted? A pot, a vessel. So it is not vessel puja, but it is a puja of the water that you have brought from some source to become spiritually sanctified, whereinto you got Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Angas, etc. All of them come and settle down in that. Then the Kalasa will be fully filled with the Nadi water. And actually you should do Abhisheka with Nadi water. You know, sometimes people go to Kailas, there they go to Manasa lake, and they pick up the Manasa Sarovara water and do Abhishekam there itself to Lord Shiva. What more fortune could be there in life? In our Adhyayana Kendra, we have some students who went to Kailas and brought some bottles of water from that lake. On one occasion, we remember a telephone engineer. She had gone to, by name Nagaratna, she had gone to Kailas and collected water from Manasarovar. When we are doing on Sivaratri day Abhisheka in our Kendra, she came and said, "Sir, we have brought water from that place. Then shall I bring?" So immediately she went to her place and brought bottles of that water of that lake. And then Shiva was so lucky that sitting in our house in Bangalore, in the Kendra, we had the fortune of doing Abhisheka to that. So something like that. We don't know what will be the Shiva Sankalpa. So Shiva Sankalpa, we cannot characterize and prescribe that it will be like that only. It is always a mystical, miraculous. And so Shiva Sankalpa, we never imagined when we started our Mahanyasa Rudrabhishekam on the evening, in the day. At that time, when we are going on, she came and told me. So that's why we had all the fortune of doing Abhishekam, not only with Ganga Jala, but also with the Mount Kaya, that Sela. So like that, Shiva Sankalpa is one. So Yasmin, in that, Rigveda and Samaveda. Sama is a Rigveda only, but set for music. So in Rigveda, Yajurveda and Atharveda, we use only 3 swaras. But in Samaveda, 7 swaras are Saptaswara Gayana. So Gramageya, Gayana. So Samaveda itself is a very big subject. When you are a scholar in Samaveda, when you are reading Samaveda, you will be a scholar. Yajurveda, Dhairyam. You get courage, at the same time good memory. Rigveda, you become polite, docile, and bhakta. Like that, all these 3 Vedas are there in this Yasmin, Ruchaha, Sama, Yajumshi. And Yasmin Pratishtha, Rashana, Bha. Bha is Kanti. So asana, bha, and pratishtha is establishment or permanence. So pratishtha, for example, Sivalinga, there are two kinds of lingas of Shiva. One is said to be Stiralinga and another is Charalinga. What linga we have got in our house is called Charalinga. You take from your mandahasam or from a mandir, put in our plate, do abhisheka, alankara, and then put back. So you are so there the Sivalinga is Charalinga mobile. But that Sivalinga which you install, pratishtha, with all mantras and all that in temples, you cannot make the Sivalinga mobile there. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. So Ravanasura went to Kailasa only to get the Atmalinga, but of Shiva, but Atmalinga cannot leave India, Bharat. So it got settled down in that Gokarna. So you know the story there. So Bhu Kailas, they call it. So upon the Bhumi, Kailas has come in that place, Gokarna, and Kasi is the place where Vishweshwara Shiva will be there. So Ganga will be there. And wherever Ganga flows, Shiva is present. That's the promise given to Ganga Devi when Ganga was to get away from the Sikha of Lord Rudra. Said, only if you are there, anywhere I am moving, I will get out into the Bhulokam. I will listen to the Bhagirath's prayer. Otherwise, no. So then that's why you see everywhere Shiva temples, wherever Ganga flow is there. Anyway, so here, Yajugumshi, so Rigveda, Yajurveda, and Pratishtha, Rasana, Bha, and Vibhara, Bha and Vibha. So Bha is light, brilliance. Vibha is extra brilliance, extra radiance, and therefore Bhaskaraya Vidmahe, Mahajyutikaraya Dhimahi, Tanno Adannaha Adityaha Prachodayat. We have got so many Vedic texts where Surya Bhagavan variedly described. Aruna Prashna is one, Saura Sukta is another, and Aditya Hridayam is another. Aditya Hridayam is the rind of all that. And in between, we have got so many Surya Suktas. And ultimately, latest, we have got Bhaskara's Surya Satakam written by Mayura, 100 verses, by which you could get rid of the epilepsy or the leprosy or such deadly diseases, and so on. So Surya Bhagavan is that. Therefore, Bha Vibharaha. And moreover, Yasmin Chittam Sarvamotam Prajanam. What is the advantage of that kind of pursuit of Shiva Sankalpa is your mind will be peaceful. After all, what you want is pleasant mind, peaceful mind. After which you all worries count down and you become happy. You naturally see when once you have completed the work, you feel really relief. So vacation, you take vacation. What is vacation? You are away from the pressure of the work. You want to relax with nature. You want to be yourself. That's exactly what Shankara said in Panchakam. Ultimately, he said, Yado Nityamadhiyatam Taduditam karma swanushthiyatam. Ultimately, what he said was Swatmanadhiyatam. Atma parik. So Swatmana sthiyatam. Please be yourself. What you are, you be. What you are not, don't be continuously. So now agbeku. Andre artham నేను నేనవ్వాలి అన్నప్పుడు తెలుగు లోపల నేను అనేది సెల్ఫ్, ది బాడీ, ఫిజికల్ బాడీ. నేను అవ్వాలి అంటే ఆత్మ. దట్స్ వై ఆత్మ ఈజ్ సంథింగ్ which is all there, which is there in all people who have got bodies. And that Atma again brought out in the form of children. Therefore, Atma vai putra namasi, Atma vai putri namasi. So you love your children. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Satvara says that why you love people, why you love nature? Because you love yourself. What is that you love? Not your body you love. You love what is self inside, what is Paramatma inside. So because you love that Atma inside you, you love anything that has emanated from your Atma. Children, grandchildren, the house you build. House is again your child, your own house. So that's why Vastu Purusha, you attribute to Vastu Purusha, Vastoshpate Pratijanihi Asman as Yaswaveso Anamivo Bhavanaha. Actually, this is your house. Therefore, you don't give room for any kind of ill health for any inmates in our house. If any inmate in the house is not good, it is your mistake. No, you correct it immediately. That's why the health of the people depends upon Shiva, depends upon the Vastu Purusha. Therefore, in Rudram, you say that Namo Vastavyayacha Vastu Payacha. Vastavya is inhabitant in our house. Vastu Pa protector of your house. Even if you lock and get out of the house, Shiva would not. He will be in the house, see that all things you kept in your house will be spick and span and orderly. Therefore, here you have got Yasmin Pratishtha Rasanabha and Chittam Sarvamotam Prajanam. That you have to underline red ink. See, Sarvamotam Chittam. When your mind is totally pleasant and calm and quiet, there is no better state that we can expect. Shantam Manaha, Shantam Padmasanastam, Shantakaram Bhujagasayanam. Shivaniಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಕಾರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪಾಪ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ವಿಷ್ಣುವಿಗೆ, ಶಿವನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸದಾ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಬರೋದೇ ಶಿವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಧ್ಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗ್ನನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ಸುಖ ವಿಷ್ಣುವಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Because he has taken the administration job, he has taken the managerial position, he has taken the department of sustenance to all people. So ಈ sustenance ತಗೊಂಡವರಿಗೆ peace of mind ಇರಲ್ಲ. But ultimately they get the peace of mind because of their own internal build that they have picked up. So Shiva, Vishnu does not show any kind of fatigue in that. Chittam sarvamotam navaga. For example, look at the sun. At the time, how will be he at the time of rise, Arunabimba, and the same he will be at the time of setting, Arunabimba. So when you see sun at the morning, when he is rising, how happy he has got, even though large work is there to go to west from east. And when he was also sitting there, he will never show any ray of fatigue that he has gone through the whole day. So 6 o'clock morning, for example, he gets up, 6 o'clock he reaches the west with such a speed. The sun's speed is unimaginable. And when sun is traveling, Chittam Sarvamotam, he will be producing sound. The NASA people have recorded the sound. He will say hum, om, hum, om, producing these two sounds. Sun will be traveling. So the Omkara, Humkara is push. Omkara is settlement, precipitate. So push, that is movement. So as you keep moving, that is Humkara. And these are all mystical syllables which our Veda has introduced, and there are different mysticals. Om, Hum, What, Wait, Bhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, etc. So we have got all these are mystical syllables, and meaning is not definite, but we can attribute. That's why you say Vishwam, Vishnuhu, Vashatkaraha, Bhuta, Bhavya, Abhavat, Prabhu. Ali Vishnu Madavaga, Vashatkaraha anta avanige compliment ultimately. Whatever be your greatness, you should be accessible to your children. You should be accessible to your own people. Otherwise, what is the greatness of you? Therefore, God is great when he is accessible to each and everybody, whoever wants him. Availability is important for a God. Hey, ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಬಿಸಿ, ನಾನು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಿಸಬೇಡ, 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. No. The moment your child lifts the phone, and you should be able to spare a few seconds for him or time. ಅದು ಮಾಡದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ you are not a God, you are not a parent, you are not a protector, you are not a guide. Therefore, God is our good mentor, is an ideal person. That's why in entire Ramayana, what is the solution given to us? Ramavat vartitavyam na Ravanavat. That is the essence meaning. You should always be like Rama, toiling, toiling, toiling. Dharma, dharma, dharma. Na Ravanavatu. So he also toiled, but dharma is absent in him. So thereby, that is the essence of Ramayana. We think of it. So here we have observed. So Pratishtha Rasana Bha Vibharaha Yasmidgum Chittam Sarvamotam. So by reading the Savasankalpas, Sarvamotam Chittam Prajanam Bhavati. That is the one of the Phalashruti. So your mind turns absolutely strong, peaceful, meditative, and protective at the same time, happy. I think I will stop here and we'll continue tomorrow, the next class. So I mean here our purpose is to sit and try to see how much of knowledge has been packed in these mantras by our Maharshis, because why Maharshis are so important for us? Maharshayaha dharma tapobhikamaha. As Valmiki says, the Maharshis, apart from their family life, they have also family, they have also got children, they have also to build houses, everything there, but never we know about them. When you talk of all these great scientists or philosophers, do you know anything about their personal life? No. We only bring quotes from them. How Sankara traveled 3 times the entire Kanyakumari to Himalayas and spread the knowledge and established gurus and mathas and all that. Don't know. But he has a great yogin. Sakshat Siva Sankaraha Sankaro Sivaha Sankaro. So with these few words, we can stop. Siva Sivangaya, stop. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavai Tejasvinavaditamaस्तमाविद्विषावहै Om Shanti 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 Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Markaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Satam Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu Sri Vasudevarpanamastu Shri Veda Purusha Ashirvadostu Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Namaste.
Thank you very much to all of you. We are our life.
Hari Om Guruji. Hari Om.
Yeah. So
Namaskar.
I'm happy you are